everyone, today I'm breaking down the graphics settings in Naraka Bladepoint, not just to boost FPS, but to give you a real competitive edge in fights. I'll explain exactly which settings help with clarity, reaction timing, and input latency, and how to tune your system whether you're on NVIDIA, AMD, older hardware, or the new 50 series cards. So let's get into it. Graphics aren't just visuals, they impact how clearly you read animations, especially blue focus attacks, which are critical to parrying and reacting in high-level play. If your game isn't showing you what's happening fast and clearly, you're putting yourself at a disadvantage before the fight even starts. There are 3 settings I recommend keeping on high at all times, no matter your GPU. Textures, anti-aliasing, and post-processing. These directly affect how visible and readable enemy animations are. Blue focus attacks, for example, appear much brighter and are more defined when these are set to high, which makes a big difference in parry timing. Here's a simple rule of thumb. If your GPU usage is below 85%, there is no need to turn on DLSS for NVIDIA or FSR for AMD. If it goes above that, enable DLSS quality or FSR 2.2 quality to reduce GPU load while maintaining clarity. If you're using a 2060 or higher, you should be able to run the 3 high settings easily at 1080p without any upscaling needed. Now let's talk about input latency. Small delay equals big impact. For NVIDIA GPUs, use this rule of thumb. 4070 Ti or lower, set Reflex to on. It reduces input lag without pushing your GPU to its limit. Anything better than the 4070 Ti, use Reflex on plus boost. Boost keeps GPU clocks high to cut latency even more, but it draws more power and runs hotter. Only use it if your cooling is solid. Think of it like this. Reflex on is a smart and stable latency reduction. Reflex on plus boost equals maximum responsiveness for a higher strain. For AMD users, just turn on anti-lag in the Radeon software. Same idea, less delay between your inputs and what you see. Use SMAA for your anti-aliasing. It gives you clean, sharp character edges without the blur or ghosting you'd get from TAA. Makes it easier to track movements and fights. Also, if your GPU usage is under 95%, you're not going to see any meaningful frame drops. So if you're hovering in the 80s or low 90s, you're totally fine. No need to panic or lower settings unnecessarily. One more thing I'd like to mention. If your system can handle it, you should uncap your FPS in Naraka. This game benefits a lot from higher frame rates. Not just smoother visuals, but lower input latency too. Your actions register faster, and it gives you a real edge in close fights. Just make sure your temperatures are under control and you're not thermal throttling. Higher FPS equals more responsiveness, and in this game, that matters. At the end of the day, these settings are here to give you clarity, consistency, and faster reactions. But they're not a guaranteed win button. I recommend you try these settings, test what works best for your setup, and fine-tune from there. Every system is different, and so is every player. And remember, hardware does not make the player. A higher frame rate helps, but it doesn't replace good decision-making, strong mechanics, or a sharp mind. Focus on improving your reads, your timing, your confidence under pressure. That's where the real advantage comes from. Thanks for watching, keep finding your craft, and I'll see you in the next one.